The local government and social care ombudsman was asked to investigate after the mother claimed the council failed to meet its homelessness duties to her for 2 years. The mother told the ombudsman the ordeal worsened her existing physical and mental health problems, and one of her children has lasting health conditions caused by the poor living conditions. The family were moved between unsuitable properties at least 10 times within 4 months, all while she was heavily pregnant. When the mother asked the council for help with her homelessness, it failed to consider the family's agreed needs, which meant the accommodation it offered them was unsuitable. This included a property the mother could not access due to her mobility needs and a lack of lift access, and 2 others away from the borough and her support network. Firstly when she was pregnant and then when she had a newborn baby. After the council placed the family in a property it considered to be suitable, the mother asked it to review the suitability, but it failed to respond. The mother also reported broken lifts, and a leak which the council failed to address, leading to issues with damp and mold. 2 months later the situation was so bad when an officer visited, the family was told they needed to move out immediately. They were placed in alternative accommodation while the issues were fixed, at which point the council failed to protect the family's belongings from damp and mold damage. The council then wrongly told the mother she had to return to the same property because the damp was fixed. However, it had already decided without telling her that the property was not suitable for her mobility needs. Not long after the family returned to the unsuitable property, the youngest child was hospitalized due to mold spores. The council moved the family to unsuitable bed and breakfast accommodation for 3 months, which is longer than the law allows, until they were found new temporary accommodation in August 2023. The Ombudsman's investigation found fault with the way the council handled the mother's homelessness application. It also failed to properly consider her priority on its housing register for permanent social housing. This meant the family lived in unsuitable accommodation for 2 years. They also faced continued instability, with frequent short-term moves between multiple bed and breakfasts, often with no notice. Additionally, the council failed to consider or respond to the mother's concerns about accommodation being close to a perpetrator of domestic abuse towards her. It also failed to properly consider the mother's human rights, or its duties to her under the Equality Act. She was a disabled person who was pregnant during the period complained about.